Hello, everyone. This is Brother Andrew, and today we're going to learn about the life of another young saint, Saint Teresa de los Andes. So let's pay attention and listen to her story. Juana Enriqueta Josefina de los Sagrados Corazones Fernández Solar was born on July 13th, 1900, in Santiago, Chile. Her parents were Miguel Fernández and Lucia Solar. Her family was part of the upper middle class. Juana had three brothers, Luis, Miguel, and Ignacio, and two sisters, Lucia and Rebecca. Juana went to a missionary school run by French nuns from the Society of the Sacred Heart. She was famous for being spoiled and dramatic. One time, when a nun was giving out candy to the students, Juana got a smaller piece of candy and got so mad that she threw the candy across the room. While Juana was in school, she read a book called The Story of a Soul, which was about Saint Thérèse of Lisieux, a French Carmelite sister who had recently died. Thérèse is a doctor of the church, which means that her writings are very important. According to her, the secret to living a holy life is to stop trying to be the best at everything to try to impress God and everybody else. Instead, be humble and trust that God loves us no matter what. Thérèse called this the little way. When Juana read this story, it changed her life. She made a promise to God that she would try to be a saint like Thérèse. In 1913, when Juana was 13 years old, she was taken to the hospital. She had a disease called acute appendicitis. Appendicitis can be serious, but thankfully, Juana was okay. After she left the hospital, she decided she was going to become a Carmelite sister, just like Saint Thérèse of Lisieux. When she asked her mother Lucia about becoming a nun, she was told that she would have to ask her father. At first, her father refused to give her an answer. If she became a Carmelite, she would enter a convent and would not be allowed to see her family again. Miguel did not want to say goodbye to his daughter. Finally, in 1919, Miguel allowed his daughter to pursue her vocation to the religious life. Juana entered the novitiate for the Carmelites in Los Andes. Los Andes, or the Andes in English, are a beautiful mountain range that runs through Chile. On October 14th, Juana was given the Carmelite habit and a new name, Teresa de Jesus, or Teresa of Jesus. She chose this name after her inspiration, Saint Thérèse of Lisieux, who took the name Teresa of the Child Jesus when she became a Carmelite. Teresa was very happy to be living as a novice. She liked to play the piano and sing at Mass. She was excited to take her vows and become a Carmelite nun. Sadly, things didn't go as planned. In 1918, a pandemic called the Spanish flu began to spread across the world, a lot like COVID, but worse. One day, when she was still a novice, Teresa got the virus. She was young and healthy, but if you got the Spanish flu, you usually didn't get better. Even though Teresa was still in formation, the sisters made an exception to the rules and let her take her vows early so that she could become a Carmelite before she died. On April 7th, 1920, Teresa made her vows. She died 5 days later on April 12th. She was only 19 years old. On March 21st, 1993, Pope St. John Paul II canonized Teresa as a saint. Her feast day is on April 12th. She is the first person from Chile to be canonized as a saint. Saint Teresa de Los Andes died very young, just like Saint Thérèse of Lisieux. Teresa was inspired by Therese's story to be a saint just like she was. She didn't have to live a long life or do great things to make God happy. Instead, she knew, like Thérèse did, that a simple, quiet life was no less important in the eyes of God. When we listen to the stories of the saints, let us be inspired, like Saint Teresa was, to become saints ourselves. For God is calling all of us to be saints.